The following program was made by LKAZ, an independent channel supported by viewers like you. Thank you. Since the beginning of time, our history has been passed down through stories and tales of virtue. And while the art of oral storytelling as it once was has been lost to the Western world, we now live in a time of mass literacy, and that of laptop computers and Apple Watches. Let's take a step back into history to look at a man who shaped healthcare as we know it, whose name can be seen to this day, sprawled across his least favorite achievement. Let's look at John Harvey Kellogg. This is History as It Happened. John Harvey Kellogg was born on February 26, 1852. He was raised a Seventh-day Adventist and was one of 11 children. You may recognize his last name, Kellogg. The famous cereal brand was founded by his brother, Will Keith Kellogg. John is best known for his practice as a medical doctor and his famous sanitarium, which was located in Battle Creek, Michigan. During his time as chief medical officer of the sanitarium, John discouraged meat eating and suggested vegetarianism. Kellogg often prescribed a bland diet to discourage any sexual activities. This was in line with Seventh-day Adventist beliefs. Along with his many medical inventions, the famous breakfast cereal brand first started out under his wing in the sanitarium. John's journey to cereal started out as a way to find softer breakfast foods for his patients at the sanitarium. Both W.K. and John Harvey Kellogg are to be credited for the creation of the first Kellogg cereal, Corn Flakes. Although their most well-known accolade tore them apart, with W.K. leaving in 1906 to found the Battle Creek Toasted Corn Flake Company. Later, John Harvey lost the right to use the Kellogg name on his cereal. While the Kellogg name often instantly brings up the cereal to mind, John Harvey had some more unsavory endeavors as a medical doctor. One of those being the eugenics movement that was sweeping the world. Let's define what eugenics is. Eugenics, as defined by Oxford Language Dictionary, the study of how to arrange reproduction within a human population to increase the occurrence of heritable characteristics regarded as desirable. Developed largely by Sir Francis Galton as a method of improving the human race, eugenics was increasingly discredited as unscientific and racially biased during the 20th century. Especially after the adoption of its doctrines by the Nazis in order to justify their treatment of Jews, disabled people, and other minority groups. As previously mentioned, eugenics and racism are closely linked to one another. John Harvey was a rather progressive man, hiring and accepting people of all colors at the Battle Creek Sanitarium. John personally trained most of the black staff at the sanitarium, treating them no different than any other of his employees. Though while he thought all people should be treated equal, he wanted to remove quote-unquote undesirable and imbeciles of the human race through selective breeding. This is where his ideas and reality would seem to clash together today. Overall, John Harvey Kellogg has an incredible impact on the local community, the greater state of Michigan, through his job creation and finally the entire science and medical fields for his innovations. While a complex character to say the least, John Harvey Kellogg shows us that not all situations are as black and white as they may seem.